Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 11th lecture on the body plots for the frequency response analysis. So, in our last lecture, on 10th lecture, we have seen the definition of a frequency response. So, that frequency response is the steady state response of a system when a system is excited by a sinusoidal input. So, we know that for an open loop system, that is the G of S, H of S, and if I replace that S by J omega, and I can find it can be act as a phasor, so which has a magnitude and a phase, and both the magnitude and the phase both are the functions of the frequency omega. So the plot of the frequency versus the amplitude or the gain of the system, and the plot for the omega versus the phase. So one is the magnitude plot, another is the phase plot. This will give you the frequency response of the system. So today, and that frequency response can be drawn, that magnitude plot and the phase plot, with the different methods, and one of the method is known as the Bode plot. So today we are going to discuss the Bode plot. We are going to discuss some of the preliminary requirements to understand or to sketch the Bode plot first. Okay. All right. So if I look into the Bode plot, it consists of two plots. One is the magnitude plot, and another is the phase plot. So magnitude plot is nothing but the magnitude of G of J omega, H of J omega, and the magnitude plot is nothing but G of J omega, H of J omega. Okay. So Bode plot consists of two plots in a single plot. One is the magnitude plot, another is the phase plot. We know that magnitude plot is varying with respect to omega. The phase plot is also varying with respect to. It means that in a magnitude plot, the plot would be omega versus magnitude, and in phase plot, the plot would be omega versus phase. So a magnitude versus omega, that is frequency, it is magnitude plot, and the phase versus omega, which is the phase plot. So this is magnitude plot, and this is phase plot on a single paper. Now, not that the omega here is not a simple omega, the magnitude here is not a simple magnitude. Okay, that we will discuss now. So there are two plots. One is the omega versus magnitude, and another is omega versus phase. Now both these plots, they are used to analyze the system under frequency response methods. And to analyze the system under frequency response methods, I need both the plots simultaneously. I need to plot and I need to draw the plot in a single paper. Then and then only I can analyze the system stability, or I can analyze the frequency response. Now here, omega is the frequency, so I need to change the frequency from very low frequency to very high frequency. So probably the linear scale for a linear for a normal plot will not suffice my purpose, because I need to accommodate this frequency from very low frequency to very high frequency, because I want to vary the frequency from, let's say, 10 raised to minus 3 hertz to, let's say, 10 raised to 6 hertz, something like that. So to accommodate very low frequency and very high frequency, I cannot have a linear scale. So that's why I will use logarithmic scale. So I will use log scale. Okay. So that's why this component omega, this is not a linear component, but it would be, I will plot, instead of omega, I will plot log omega. And log, naturally the base is 10. Okay. By default the base is 10. So log base 10 omega is my frequency scale. Okay. Moreover, in terms of the magnitude, I am going to use, the unit of the magnitude is decibel. Okay. So how a magnitude, any magnitude k can be converted into its decimal, then it is known as 20 log of k. So this is in dB. Okay. This is in decibel. So the magnitude's unit would be in decimal. The x-axis, let's say omega, that would be logarithmic scale, that is log w. Okay. For both frequency, for phase it is a degree, and here also it is log w. So let me redefine the scales now. Body plot scales. Okay. So in case of the magnitude plot, this is log w base 10, and this is dB, decibel. Okay, this is decibel. I told you how to convert any gain k. To convert into its decibel, then you need to have 20 log base 10 of k. So if you have any gain k, if you do this operation, that is 20 log k, the unit of the gain would be in the decibel. Okay. So decibel versus log w, that is magnitude plot, and this is log w versus phase in degree. This is phase. So far we have seen that the body plot consists of two plots: magnitude plot, phase plot. Magnitude means decibel versus log w, and the phase plot, phase versus log w. This is about the body plot scales. All right. Now, physically, how the body plot is plotted. Since we have the logarithmic scales, so the simple graph paper cannot be used to plot the body plot. So that's why we are going to use semi-log graph paper. If you go to the stationery store, if you ask semi-log graph paper of, let's say, 5 cycles or 7 cycles or 10 cycles, then they will give you the semi-log graph paper. It looks like this. Something like this. So, okay, it looks like this. So, this distance, this is known as cycle, one cycle. Okay, this is another cycle, this is another cycle. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 cycle semi-log graph paper. Okay. So in stationery it would be a 5 cycle or 6 cycle semi-log graph papers would be available. All right. So now, if I look into a cycle, then one cycle is divided into one decade. Okay, one cycle is divided into one decade. So you can say this is completely a one decade. One cycle means one decade. So this is a non-linear scale. Okay, so one cycle you will get. So how to choose the scale? So let's say if I am choosing point 1 here, this point, then this is nothing but 1. This is 10. This is 100. And this is 1000. So this is nothing but 10 raised to minus 1. This is 10 raised to 0. This is 10 raised to 1. This is 10 raised to 2. This is 10 raised to 3. Okay. So it is decade wise. So this is one decade, another decade, another decade, another decade. Or you can say one cycle. Now if this is point 1, the next line would be point 2. The next line is point 3. This is non-linear. Point 4, point 5, point 6, point 7, point 8, point 9, 10. Point 10. Point 10 means 1. Okay. Alright. Then this is 1. Then this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Then this is 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 900, 1000. This is how the scale. And this is non-linear, okay? This is not linearly distributed, okay? So this is how the semi-log graph paper is looks like. So in semi-log graph paper, one cycle or decade, how it looks. So here there are two cycles, okay? Let's say for example, and let's say this is 1. So this would be 10. This would be 100, okay? So 2 is this, 3 is this, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is 9 and 10. So this is not linearly distributed, okay? This is how the scale is distributed, 1 to 10. Then this is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So this is 20, 30. This is how the, so this is one cycle or one decade, this is another decade. Okay. This is how the semi-log graph paper looks like. Alright. Alright. So this was about the frequency scale. So, if there is a 5 cycle, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is a 5 cycle graph paper. So, and this is the axis. So I can start from point 01. This is point 1. This is 1. This is 10. This is 100. This is 1000. So you can see that the frequency was taken from very, very low frequency, that is 0.01. This is nothing but 10 raised to minus 2. This is 10 raised to minus 1. This is 10 raised to 0. This is 10 raised to 1. This is 10 raised to 2. This is 10 raised to 3. So from 10 raised to minus 2 hertz to 10 raised to 3 hertz, I can accommodate the frequency range in a semi-log graph paper. Alright. Now talking about the x-axis. So this is how semi-log graph paper looks like. Okay. So here I need to have a magnitude also in decibel. Okay. So you can say this is 0 decibel. This is, let's say, 20 decibel. This is 40 decibel. This is minus 20 decibel. This is, let's say, minus 40 decibel, and so on. Okay. This is how the scale you can use, the decibel scale. But this is a linear scale. Okay, this is non-linear scale. So magnitude log omega. Now instead of drawing the phase on the same axis, here I am going to utilize this part, okay, for phase axis. So phase in degrees, okay. So let's say this is minus 180 degree. I can use any scale. Let's say minus 150 degree, minus 120 degree, minus 90 degree. So I am using a scale of 30, minus 180, minus plus 30, minus 150, minus 150 plus 30, minus 120, minus 120 plus 30, minus 90. This would be minus 210 degree. Okay, this is how the scale is distributed. So to summarize, if let's say this is the semi-log graph paper, then I will use this as a log W, okay, and this is, let's say, this is 0 dB, this is plus 20 dB, let's say 40 dB, 60 dB, minus 20 dB, minus 40 dB, minus 60 dB, okay. So this is the magnitude. In dB. This is frequency, this axis. So frequency axis is common because the magnitude versus frequency and the phase versus frequency. So frequency axis is common in this graph. Okay. So there are three axes: magnitude axis, frequency axis, and now on the right hand side I can draw the phase axis. So this is the phase axis. Okay. So somewhere down I can use minus 180 degree line. Okay, this is, let's say, minus 210 degree. Let's say minus 240 degree. Let's say this is let's say this is minus 150 degree. Let's say this is minus 120 degree. This is minus 90 degree. So this is phase. Okay, so phase, magnitude axis, frequency axis, phase axis. So something like this. This is magnitude, this is phase, omega, frequency, and this is phase. So magnitude, frequency, and phase. This is how. So the phase versus frequency, phase plot, magnitude versus frequency, magnitude plot. Both the plots, magnitude plot and the phase plots, are drawn on the semi-log graph paper, on a single graph paper, and then we can ascertain the stability of the system. So let's finish this lecture here only. So far I have just given you the introduction about the Bode plot and what are the components involved in the Bode plot and how the scales are mentioned in the Bode plot. To accommodate the larger frequency, we use logarithmic scales, and the magnitude scale is in the form of the decibel. Okay, and I've just given you the structure of the semi-log graph paper. This is very, very important. Please kindly go through. If any stationery is open, you can buy a semi-log graph paper, or if you can download any semi-log graph paper from the internet also. Then you can look into the appropriate the cycles or how the semi-log graph paper looks like. Thank you.